So I kind of doubt Catherine's watching your stream of this, but just to be safe anyway, we'll give Catherine her shout out. So shout out to Catherine.
Joke of the day.
Yeah.
I have to go off of memory because none of the ones I saved recently are good. What happens when Will Smith walks through the snow? You get Fresh Prince.
That's pretty terrible.
So terrible you'd want to tear up a piece of paper?
I mean, if I was there, I'd give you a huge slap across the face. Anyway, jokes aside, let's get into the recap. So, seeing as Ida's not here today, we'll have to do this a little differently. How are we going to do our recap?
I have an idea. So it's kind of like, you know, when you go for night drinking and nobody remembers 100% what happened the night. You all get together for breakfast in the morning and you start recounting what everybody remembers, and it sort of becomes like storytelling because nobody remembers 100% of the night. So let's just take turns. Like, what is this anecdote or story or thing that you remember happened last session? For me, I'll go first since I'm voluntelling myself. I remember that we tried engaging a beetle in diplomacy. It didn't really work out because he was just pissed. Like, he was like molding at us for no reason. Like, we disturbed his thing. So next thing we know, we're like arguing amongst ourselves, like, what should we do? What should we not do? And then eventually he was like, fuck this shit, I'm calling my bros on you, and I'm gonna jump y'all. So we kind of got jumped. Things looked a little hairy for a bit. There was some rather interesting dice rolling in that it all averaged out, but the exact values landed a little interesting, according to our DM and how probability works. And then we used when we defeated all of them, we used snowballs to log roll the beetle across a giant expanse of snow. And that's what I remember. Go, Cor. Cor, what do you remember?
I don't remember shit, man.
Sounds about right. Also, you realize this method would probably take us the better part of half the session, so... Which is what I was going to point out before you just sort of jumped in. We need to be succinct.
Yeah, I mean, we fought some beetles, got some dung over them. Had a meal with the guy.
Tracked on a promise of getting a... Getting led through the frozenness.
That's correct. That was the deal. Bring beetles, get a guide. And you did get the beetles.
Yeah, we got the big ones.
Yeah, the first one you thought was a big one wasn't a big one.
So quiet.
Pretty sure that's all we got.
Alright then. Well, let's just get into it then. That's more or less the gist anyway. I mean, we ended off with, obviously, Phantom being, let's say, puppeted.
Oh, right, the whole bite thing.
Yeah, there's a whole thing about, like, we gotta truss her up every night.
Well, that was you guys were thinking that.
Yeah, because she tried to shank Nathalie in the night or whatever.
No.
She just bit her. She just gave her a small warning.
Yeah. Because Nathalie drank that potion. and then could see Lorinda. And started saying stuff, so that was a warning to shush.
Which we all know Natalie doesn't do.
Yeah, also that.
Yeah, no, we've sort of forced things to have to be a bit more public.
Yeah, which is why we ended last week off with Lorinda possessing Phantom's body to have a conversation with you, which is where we'll be picking up right now.
So, Lorinda, is it? Actually, have we been told the name?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Lorinda, is it?
I didn't know that you could
Hi,
talk.
nice to meet you.
Have you not been talking this whole time?
Grandpa, possession. It's a whole thing.
So, as you're kind of chastising Grandpa, she's just kind of sit there. And again, so she's possessed Phantom's body, so Phantom's body is kind of... It's not Phantom's voice coming out. But it is very much her face, even if she's smiling in a way she doesn't normally smiling.
To be fair, Phantom doesn't talk so often that
Yeah.
not all of us have really got a good handle on what her voice sounds like anyways.
I'm pretty sure half of us don't even know Phantom can talk.
No, she talked in front of everyone last week, so...
Hmm.
But,
Okay.
yes.
Oh, we got a Kate.
Yeah, though she is needed. But yes, so she says, yes, I'm sure you have many, many, many questions.
I mean, first one, just off the top of my head, what are you?
She says,
Keeping
I'm a
in mind that
drider.
And what if I don't believe you?
I think we're good.
She says, well, that's your problem, but I am a drider. She says, I'm a drider queen, but I'm a drider.
So you're not claiming to be a god or a...
She says, I never said I was a god.
Well, I don't know. Most things with egos you generally do.
She says, oh, I'm no god. She says, I'm a living being. I exist in this dragon just like you do.
Okay, that answers another question. You're aware of the situation.
She says, I am now anyway, thanks to you.
Really? Grateful enough to give us a rogue back?
And she says, no. And she actually chuckles slightly.
Can't blame a girl for trying.
I'm kind of just staring daggers at her.
Yeah. And by the way, as she's conversing with you, she isn't making eye contact. She's specifically making eye contact with Ironhoof.
I never caught up.
Is like very visibly making eye contact, like staring down Ironhoof,
Like, eye-to-eye contact, yeah.
Okay, like trying to intimidate
Is
her,
that
trying
that
to stare
creepy
at her, or trying to
smile?
flirt with Ironhoof, trying to stare at her.
Or more of a seductive look.
Just a smile. I wouldn't say it's natural on Phantom's face.
It looks really creepy.
Just a bit. Just a bit.
Yeah.
So, Miss Strider Queen Lorinda, what do you want?
She says, "Oh, I already have what I want."
Really?
And
Just
what are you
just
doing
having her?
inside?
That's it? Really?
She says,
Okay.
Thought you'd have some more ambition.
"Oh, I have other things, but everything in due time. I have what I want right now, which is my new consort."
Uh-huh. Kinky. Anyways, moving on. What's the long-term goal, though? You wouldn't be talking to us if you thought it wouldn't be worth your time.
She says, "Well, let's call it simple amusement for now. But who knows? Maybe something will come from it."
Okay. How about this? Tell us what you're after long-term, or you're gonna have to deal with us spending a lot of effort to impede whatever you want. If you want us to not try to pull you out of our rogue here, convince us that you're not a problem.
And she
Really,
says,
you actually show yourself for once, though.
"Well, first of all, you can't separate us even if you want to. Her soul belongs to me. Her body belongs to me. Everything does. She gave it to me.
Okay.
But nonetheless,"
Kill her.
and she says, "then she'll just come to me permanently."
You didn't go around killing people, man. I don't think that's a good thing to do.
I mean, she's useful to us. However, she's not going to be all that useful if you, I don't know, you do some nocturnal biting on our friends here.
She says, "That was just a little warning to your friend who could see me. To keep quiet."
Uh-huh. You know, something a little more verbal, a little less invasive, might have gone over better.
She says, "Well, I tried to shush her, but that didn't work."
You ever heard of something called diplomacy?
And the fact that would make us shut up even lie. What kind of idiot?
Sorry, I have no idea what the heck
Yeah,
that person tries to do.
Yeah.
You're unintelligible. I'm sorry. You're the McDonald's microphone.
Alright, let me try.
That was better. Yeah,
That's better.
that was much better.
Okay.
That's better. Okay, now I want my vanilla ice cream, please.
Sorry, the machine's broken.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's always broken.
Sorry,
The machine's always broken.
Apparently headphones are not great. Anyways, can Rocket do his little speech?
I mean, if you want.
Yeah. And you thought that threatening us would have kept him quiet? That just sounds like provocation. What kind of idiot are you? Do you think you are?
She says, "Oh, that wasn't a threat. It was a warning. If I was threatening you, you would know."
You do know that warnings and threats are kind of the same thing, right? Like, what one just carries the promise of violence instead of.
And she says, "Exactly."
So you threatened us.
She says, "No, I warned you."
Yeah. The semantics. You bit our friend. Which now has made this a whole thing. Honestly, if you just kept to yourself, we might have ignored you. We're great at ignoring problems. There's so much we're ignoring right now.
And she says, somehow I don't think you were going to keep ignoring me, now that your friend could see me watching.
It's almost like we don't like having an uninvited guest peering in on us.
She says, I'm not uninvited, I was invited in.
Yeah, did you get consent from everybody in the room? No? Then shut
She
the
says,
fuck up.
I got consent from the one person I actually care about.
That's not consent. That's just, you tweaking things the way you want to suit your own interpretation.
Again,
semantics.
So again, convince us you're not the problem.
She says, I'm not here to interfere with your plan to kill the dragon. I'm just here to keep an eye on... And she's gonna have, Phantom's hand stroke her face. My precious Morrigan. That's all.
Okay, that's a little creepy and weirdly possessive, but...
So all you want is Morrigan.
You do realize that consent is an ongoing thing? You can't just get it once and then assume that it's always there. Otherwise, things get real iffy real fast.
She says, I got consent for everything. Her soul, her body, everything.
Was it
right from the start?
Consent?
Not everything, nay. Ironhoof is looking very, very uncomfortable.
Yeah, this entire time, she's just been making eye contact with Ironhoof.
What's going on here between you two? Seriously, what's this?
And she says, I've just been having a secondary conversation.
Care to share with the rest of the group?
And she says, I've been making an offer, that's all.
Nay.
Now, I will remind you in this particular case that last week ended off with Nathalie leaving, so she's not in the tent for this. As of right now.
Oh, that's right, I'm not here either, I forgot that.
How about this? We keep any deal making a little less private. And you two have a bit of a... Let's get the group consensus on this. Because, don't know if you've noticed, we don't speak horse.
Ironhoof nods vigorously.
And while Ironhoof can be, quite frankly, a little bit of a player, it seems.
Huh?
She still thinks he fucked the mermaid.
Oh, god damn it!
While Ironhoof here can be a little bit of a player, we want to, make sure he's making good choices.
And she says...
We're possessive of him like that. Morgan less so.
And she says, well, that's your loss. But she says, his deal is for him to make.
Mm-hmm.
He has time to think about it.
Yeah, he also is allowed to consult us when the person who can translate is around. So how about you keep your claws off him until that happens, huh?
She says, I didn't touch him. All I did was give him an offer.
Also, you know what? I'll just ask him in private. Anyways, again, just going around, making private offers to people.
She says, oh, not to just anyone.
Mm-hmm. Seems you're a bit of a horse girl.
She says,
Anyway,
I'm not personally, no.
again, you're not convincing us you're not a problem. Gotta
She
be a
says-
little more honest.
She says, alright, look, like I said, I don't care to interfere with your plan to eliminate this dragon. I only care about Morrigan. I'm here to watch and keep an eye on her.
You realize having now two people whose bottom halves are inconvenient, let's say?
And she says, how dare you call it inconvenient?
I could have called it something way worse. We gotta go places where we gotta be stealthy and sneaky, and she is part spider now. Which, probably great for sticking to things, probably not great for passing incognito.
And she says, with your horseman there, Morrigan is not going to stand out particularly.
Yeah, we're an eclectic bunch. Problem is, that's the problem. I'm covered, I got magic. I don't think a disguise kit's gonna help these two.
She says, she doesn't need to be disguised.
And if we happen to be going to a place for Lord Fuckweasel to get him something, where we're gonna have to be sneaky, how are we gonna, I don't know, pass for anything other than the fuck-ups we are?
She says, well, first of all, I didn't like that name choice, but that's between you and him, I suppose. As for your mission, as for your mission, I can tell you, I'm confident her form will be only a help.
Well, look. When it comes to Fuckweasel, until he gives me his proper name, I'm gonna make up whatever the fuck I want. Which he seems weirdly into, which is very frustrating to me.
And she says, well, he has always been like that.
Listen, the biggest thing that we are concerned about is whether or not you are interfering with what we are trying to do. So as long as you don't try to
people.
like inject yourself into when we're trying to, specifically with Phantom, we can deal with whatever we want to deal with later. But the most important thing right now is, if we need Phantom, and just Phantom, not you, will you step aside and let her do her work?
He says, oh, if you need her to do her work, of course I'm not going to interfere.
How about this? Promise us no more nocturnal munching on us. Don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not a big fan of biting these days.
She says, no, I'm sure you're not. And she says, I can agree to that. It was mostly just to send that message anyway.
Yeah. Honestly, I think you need to work on your communication skills.
And she says, one
Can you
day
at
you
least
might...
tell them what deal you're trying to make with me, because I can't talk to them, Nate.
So as you say that,
You're right.
she's actually gonna...
She is a real bitch.
She's going to chuckle slightly and say, I can see why this could be a problem. Alright, just for a moment. And, she'll snap Phantom's finger and she says, alright, speak now.
Nate, oh!
cut out
Is
there.
it just better than she could have?
So, to clarify, Ironhoof is staying like normal. The rest of you just understand it very briefly.
Unfortunately, Discord isn't letting me.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, that's kind of like stereo, but like two different stereos playing two different. Ugh.
I'm sorry, bars are pretty low out here.
No,
It's
that's
not-
Sif just talking about the effect of the magic.
Yeah, you actually sound
Okay.
fine.
You're not good.
Okay, fast, fit.
Oh yeah, it's going well.
Wait, what? Okay, right. I'm supposed to tell you what she told me. So, here's the thing. Geez.
Just
Sorry.
hit the high points.
Okay. So, Spider Lady wants me to swear, what's the word? Loyal to her and Phantom, and offer my soul to her, so that we could both be together after we die.
What? And what do you get out of this? What's
Power to protect Phantom, and that she won't puppet her body anymore.
okay? What about your body?
I don't know. She didn't mention that, but she did mention other stuff.
See, that's the problem. It's the stuff.
He
they
says,
don't mention.
I have no interest in his body.
I mean, look at him though. He's just, at least the top half. He's an Adonis here. Come on.
She says, I can recognize that, but I have no interest in controlling his body. Nor am I capable of it, quite frankly.
Other stuff, by the way. She also offered to give Phantom veto rights, whatever that means, on anything she tries to do with my soul. And then she also said this, okay, what did she, basically, I become Morgan's knight. I can't believe she told me her real name. Anyway, yeah, be her knight, and also not control her body, but also make it so she can understand me, so I can tell her how I feel, but also, I could have two mates, so she could mate with me as well as Phantom. And also teach me how to mate with Phantom, because they both have spider bottom parts. And he's just blushing and is just covering his face in embarrassment.
That is one hell of a way to go about getting a threesome, I gotta say.
Well,
seriously, why not just ask people who seem interested? What's this whole possessing souls thing? Why do you need that for a threesome?
So that basically Spider Queen can get it done while Phantom's getting it done. It's a 2-for-1 deal in one action.
Okay.
Wait, there you go. Oh shit, sorry.
Girls, why would you want to do?
I think I see what's happening here. You don't have a body of your own, do you?
Oh, she says, I have my own body.
One that can produce children.
She says, I have children already.
Not looking to have a few more with a few surrogates?
She says, if I want children, I can have them. She says, no. This is to make Morgan happy.
Can I insight? Can I insight that, please?
Sure.
Wait, so does that mean Phantom likes me too? In that way?
And she says, who can say? Probably
Yeah,
only
I think,
Morgan.
that's a private conversation.
Out of
for later,
curiosity,
I
what was
think.
the result? Really?
Hang on. Oh, you need me to roll for you. Hang on.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, you gotta tell me. Sorry. Hang on. I gotta find your right sheet, which is this one.
Insight's my best skill, don't you know?
Anyway, it's really nice to finally talk to guys without horse language.
A nat 1. You got a nat 1. The answer is a nat 1 on your insight.
Oh, well, that totally seems reasonable. I believe her wholeheartedly.
Well,
that seems reasonable.
Under advisement. Look, how about this? We'll talk it over amongst us, and it'll probably end up just being his choice, but...
He says, oh, it's entirely his choice.
Does it have to be my choice?
She says, no one else can offer your soul up.
Generally how that works, yeah.
Also,
I'm not keen on being in a party that has a lot of people who keep offering up souls to things.
He says, well, to be fair, it's just me.
Yeah, no.
You could find other people that offer a soul, and then if you know, half the party has their soul traded away.
That's not a good thing.
Exactly. We need some boundaries here. Because if everybody else starts trading their soul away, like, pretty soon, like, who knows what is going to be, like, the one controlling them? And then, like, half the party is going to be controlled by you-know-who wants you-know-what? Like, feels like a bit of a problem.
See, therein is the problem. We need to be able to trust each other. And right now, we don't trust you. We can't trust you. So how about you lay off making the deals for a little bit? And maybe prove to us that you're worth trusting first.
And she says, well, you don't need to trust me or him to make a deal. But I get what you're saying. I'm not offering you anything right now. She says, but I suspect you'll change your mind and want my help at some point.
See, that's a thing. You just assume we're gonna want something from you.
She says, well, at least some of you definitely are going to.
Does she look at anyone in particular when she says that?
Nope.
Okay. So where does this leave us? Like, can we trust you not to be doing shady stuff behind our back? Or do we have to chain Phantom up every single night?
She says, no more nighttime snacks.
That is the worst way to put that.
Are you a vampire?
She says, I told you, I'm a Drider Queen.
I don't know that my character has ever met a Drider and knows what a Drider is.
Well,
Is that like a
how much-
Drider thing? Like eating people?
Looney, how much would some of us know about Driders from where we come from?
I think reasonable common knowledge. They're not like super obscure in the main setting, so I would say you guys are reasonably familiar with their existence. Where you're from, you know they're generally associated with Drow. That doesn't necessarily remain the case here, but
The assumption I'm going with is they're Drow who were cursed by a spider god.
Usually they don't see it as a curse, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's not how I'm seeing it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Sorry.
I always thought of
Sif
them
has
as like,
cultural bias.
thought of them as reasonable boogeyman level of.
Yeah, I mean, there are tales about how you go late out at night and
Or you go too deep in a cave or something along those lines.
Yeah. But yes, in the response to the asked question, she reiterates that she is not a vampire. She is a Drider.
Any chance you want to offer up information on Fuckweasel? Sweeten that deal.
She says, "Oh, now you want to make a deal."
Oh no. I just want to fuck with you.
The deal is for us to not try to hunt you down immediately.
She actually laughs at that and she says, "Good luck with that."
Don't worry, we got luck.
We do?
She says, "It seems to me, with threats like that, what you're missing is brains."
Need brains to bash something in?
Rocket, maybe let's not piss off the spider lady.
He does piss.
As for my relationship with, what did you call him again?
Count Fuckweasel von Fuzzy Britches.
All I'll say is that we're familiar. I'll go with that.
Oh, he's your family name.
No, I think he's her ex-boyfriend.
And she visually seems disgusted at that, and she says, "Absolutely not."
Really, he's not your type.
She says, "In similar circumstances, I don't know anyone whose type that would be."
I mean, there's somebody who's into that level of biting. Believe me, there's somebody into it.
She says,
Not me.
we are talking about different things."
Why? What are you talking about?
She says, "I don't have any problem with biting."
Clearly.
Well, clearly, considering how you do it without asking.
She says, "I ask when it's for fun."
In hindsight, I'm so glad I'm not there for this conversation.
You see Sif like just sort of pinching the brow of her nose and like. So we're at an impasse.
He says, that seems like a harsh word. I'm not going to interfere with you. In fact, in some ways, I'm invested in your success.
Great. We have a patron that we didn't choose, don't know the terms of.
She corrects you and says, actually, Morgan did choose this.
She didn't consult the rest of the group. And as much as you might think that doesn't count, I'm sorry, but this is a adventuring party mission thing to save the entire known universe. So, important decisions should definitely be run by the group. And believe me, we're going to be on her ass about that for a while.
She says, I could see why you'd do that. Though she certainly also isn't the first one of you to make a decision like this. Maybe the largest decision, but not the first one to make a decision on her own.
Yeah, no, we're terrible at this. Honestly, I don't know why you think she's going to survive.
She has my blessing. It'll be hard for her to die. The rest of you, well...
And we're back to this. All this talking around the point. What do you want?
I want Morrigan. And I already have her.
Then you wouldn't need to be giving people warnings.
Yeah, if there was fuck all we could do about it, why would you bother?
Like, I think what you want is more than just Morrigan.
Sitting here already trying to make a side deal.
She says, well, that's just to make Morrigan happy.
Way to get a threesome.
She says, that's to make Morrigan happy. She says, alright, you know what I want right now is I want you to succeed at what you're about to attempt. Which I thought would have been obvious.
That is, of course, if we believe a fucking word you say.
She says, you asked and I answered. It's up to you whether you believe me or not.
In character, Witcher's like, I totally believe her. Like, that seems like she's given very reasonable answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Sif has been warned. She understands the principle of of trying to look for the things they're not telling you. Sorry, I'm
Now they will
thinking.
fly, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's quiet because I can't think of what to say next.
She says, I just want you to succeed. You know that we are familiar with each other, and I want you to to retrieve what you're going to attempt.
Well,
For
if you want us
Fuckweasel
to earn,
or for ourselves? Because he's incidental, to be perfectly honest.
if you want to earn our trust, then you have to help us.
She says, oh, I've already given you all the help you need. And, like, Phantom's hands kind of gesture over her body.
Alright. We'll table that one for now. So you're just gonna, like, hang around and...
She says, oh, if you have nothing more to say, I can go. She does
How
air
about
quotes
you?
when she says
You got
go.
anything left to say?
She'll specifically turn to look back down at her and she says, well, think about what I offered.
Still feeling uncomfortable.
And she says, I look forward to meeting all of you in person someday.
To make it worth it.
So that confirms something for me. She wasn't the statue. Because we all passed through there. If she's saying she hasn't met us in person yet, then she's not the statue.
She says, so in response, like, to follow up with the, I look forward to meeting in person, she says, I'm sure it will happen eventually.
I bet that here.
Like, you know, like?
Ooh, roboting hard.
Yeah, that was super robot-y.
Bring it closer. You want to tell us where you want us to meet you at?
She says, oh, I don't mind telling you where I am. It's no grand secret.
Yeah. Philippines.
She says, you can look for me in the expanse of webs.
Oh, that tracks.
Any direction where that is?
I'm betting she's not going to just give us her home address.
She says, well, that would
What's
take
that?
the fun out of the adventure of looking.
See? She's not going to give us her home address. That's how this works.
I mean, usually the fun is the journey, not the actual, like, finding the place.
She
It
thinks
becomes
she's
an
being
inconvenience.
clever. Just let it go.
Mark is still, like, anticipating a answer from Drill.
She goes, I just want to make one thing clear. I did not mate with a maid.
That was never even brought up.
I think I was taking advantage of the opportunity to make it clear that he didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Just let he put her mouth on my cheek and I turned. That's all that happened. I don't really keep saying that,
Wow.
like, I made with a... Oh, sorry, I got robot eating, my bad.
Wow, so it was just like a chaste little kiss? Damn.
What's a
You're lady
kiss,
killer
Nate?
right here. Tell you when you're older.
Okay.
What did that make the mermaid the man killer?
I don't know. I said he's a lady killer
Thinking.
because, look, she's being facetious.
I'm super familiar with being facetious.
She's teasing because that's what she does.
Yeah, who are you saying it around?
Oh my god.
Alright, so Lorinda's just gonna chuckle and she says, I'll probably check in after you've retrieved the book.
Hey.
And then she'll snap her fingers, Phantom will collapse, and none of you can understand Ironhoof anymore.
Aw.
Someone want to go get Natalie? I think we all need to get together and have a little chat.
We'll try to attend to Phantom on the floor and try to like get her head or something.
Yeah. We'll put her on a bed or something.
Yeah, I mean, she's just completely unconscious.
He says Rocket. Nothing says that Ironhoof can help him.
Oh, yeah, I can help.
Okay. Get everybody in here. Even Grandpa. His brain is somewhere, but he still has a right to be a part of this discussion.
His brain's exploring the universe of infinite possibilities.
Yeah, he's just permafrost.
I taste orange.
Seriously, who's going to get...
Well, actually, let me ask, what were Nathalie and Grandpa doing while the rest of the group is having this conversation?
Snowball fight.
Oh, that makes sense.
Helps her calm down.
Yes.
Alright, so,
Question, is Nathalie taking it easy on him, or is he just being pelted?
Like picturing the spider lady.
Because physically, he stands no chance against Nathalie in terms of snowball fight.
Yeah, that's a good question. Is she taking it easy on her grandpa, or is she going all in because she's annoyed?
Yes, she would take it easy on her grandfather. He is, despite being an elf, still elder, and Nathalie knows to respect her elders and not hurt their back.
Alright, well then, whoever it is that goes to get them, I think you'll leave the tent and not that far away, just see the two of them having a pretty leisurely snowball fight then.
Who wants to get them? If nobody wants, I can go get them.
Rocket's
go
currently
get them.
talking to sleeping bag.
Okay. I'm getting the two.
As soon as either one of you takes a step forward, snowball fight or a snowball coming towards you.
This is why I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I guess, Ironhoof, you get pelted by a snowball the second you exit the tent.
Hey.
Hey, come join the fun out here.
No time. Come inside. Big thing happened.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Nope.
Me.
Apparently, it's time to go inside.
Okay, well, who won?
Fire lady.
Nathalie just dies. So done with the spider lady.
We really need to go in, man. I feel like we can keep having fun out here.
Please? You
Trying
gotta
to look out
talk.
for her, by the way. I don't really want to. Like, she was having fun. I don't
No,
want her to go back in there and be all
No,
upset
no,
again.
but- This is something you really need to like come in and talk about, and I really. Oh, hello.
Who'd we lose?
Stefan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's on a cruise. I'm not that surprised he had to go.
Apparently, this is important.
Alright.
I lead them back to the tent.
We had enough serious talk.
Mm-hmm. Nods.
Nathalie waits for Ironhoof to turn around to go back into the tent,
Here it
and then
comes.
Snowball right in the butt.
Knew it. Fucking would have bet $1,000.
I got her some small. I throw some at her.
I had a rough morning, okay?
Yeah, that's why
That's
we were
getting
having
better.
fun to try and avoid.
Okay, but I'm still throwing a snowball at you.
Okay, good luck with that.
Yeah, I don't know if this is your first time trying to make a snowball. So,
Well, I can't roll.
yeah. I'm gonna say that you make a snow boulder and it misses.
What? Are you kidding me?
Try to get the biggest of revenge you can, but then realize maybe it's heavy to throw.
I used deflect
Man.
missiles.
The pistols.
Oh, I do have deflect missiles.
Wait, when did you
This
get
never
it?
come up.
Level 3.
This hasn't come up because we barely get into fights with things that
Oh.
throw objects at us.
Yeah, and like not even all things that are ranged count as missiles. It has to be like a ranged attack. It's that's like a projectile. It's limited on what it can actually. Yeah.
Okay. So if I'm not able to throw a snowball at Nathalie, I'll just Ironhoof would just lift the snowball up, and it will just crumble, and all the snow will fall onto him.
That makes sense.
That does make sense. Yeah. Requires actually some knowledge to make a proper snowball. Alright, well, you guys return to the tent.
Okay, so we're all here, except baby Grandpa.
I'm right here.
Yeah, Grandpa.
Are you, though?
I mean, where else would I be?
It looks like New Girl's taking a nap in the corner.
Unless you want me to be somewhere else.
No, you're fine. Okay.
Then fine.
So we just had a, let's say, visit from the Spider Bitch. I don't care that she might not like that name.
Actually, so Nathalie can see her, like, her image above Phantom's body, and she actually seems to have liked being called that.
God, her and Buckweasel are just
They are the worst.
One of these days, I'm going to find someone who's actually insulted by my insults. And that's going to be a great day.
Good luck.
Maybe, just maybe, you get good enough at it and you can do damage with it.
Oh, yeah, no shit, my mom could do that shit. Seriously, I saw her just... One time, she just, like, literally... Just...
The whole pen is mightier thing, right?
No, she literally just... One time... Just insulted a guy to death. We had to get out of that town pretty quick.
You must be super ultra mean if you can do that.
Oh, yeah, no, she's a real mean
Wow.
girl.
Anyway, so are we going to be talking about her? Am I allowed to talk about her? Am I supposed to be addressing her? And Nathalie's just keep pointing at nothing.
Yeah, no, she paid us a visit in a way. Apparently, she could just straight up marionette Morgan sometimes.
Gee,
Who's
you
that?
don't say.
We know him all
Natalie gestures at her bite on her neck again.
Yeah, her itchy spider bite.
Yeah, I mean,
Point
it's
the
worse.
phantom.
I mean, full-on conversations. She says she's not going to do it again.
Okay.
But it looks like, for the time being at least, Morgan's stuck with her. There's not much we can do about it.
Unless we go and give her a visit.
Yeah, we got other shit to do first.
So the crazy, manipulative, powerful being that's enslaved the body and soul of one of our members to the point where they have created violence, you're saying that there is nothing that we are going to do.
Yeah.
And we're just going to believe her that she's not going to do it again, Scout's honor. So
Oh, no,
what
I
do we
don't
do
believe in
when
shit
does
she
it again?
says. However, I'm just telling you what she said.
Yeah. Okay. So what are we really going to do?
Right
I
now,
like to sleep at night.
Give her a visit.
right now, we gotta...
Give her some, snacks. Maybe made of metal.
Yeah, right now, we just gotta push on through. She says she's invested in us succeeding in what we're doing, but...
Uh-huh.
She told us
Again-
where she is, but not how to get there.
Expansive webs, of course.
Huh.
Because everything in this place is something like that.
She offered me a deal.
Right. Also, we need you to help with the translating because she apparently offered a, let's say, extended threesome with herself,
With the stud.
Morrigan, and Ironhoof. It's...
Wow, Ironhoof, that escalated quickly for you, huh?
I know, right? Even going.
Good for you,
Oh
dude.
shoot!
You're blowing them out.
God damn it! Oh, sorry. This is so sudden.
You gotta reach for the things we want, man, or we're not gonna get them.
No.
You just
I
reach
think
around there.
Wait. Oh my god.
Let's just... So,
Basically, Okay, so basically, Nathalie, Spider Lady offered me to be Morgan. That's her. Putting in Phantom. Didn't know that was her name. But basically, be her knight, protect her, in exchange of her also being my mate. So I would have 2 mates instead of 1, and also teaching me how to mate with Spider Lady.
I'm excited for you that that's what's important.
No, I mean that's not the most important thing.
It's not?
I mean, I don't know. Oh, this is all so confusing.
So,
Okay.
the girl who, I'm sorry, Tim is a girl, right? What
Yeah.
pronouns are we using for Van?
Pretty sure Phantom's a lady person.
Okay. So, the girl who just started letting us know that she can talk, we found out that has lied to us again about her very identity. She was being manipulated by something that manipulated her.
Yep.
And we're just saying nothing we can do about it right now. We're just gonna let this go.
Unless you got any suggestions,
I'm
because
still here for the tying her down at night. Because I feel like if one of us wakes up dead in a pool of our own blood, the only ones we have to blame is ourselves.
We could keep an eye on her for a night and see what happens.
A night. Spiders are ambush predators. They wait for the right opportunity.
Oh.
I'm cool with just keeping an eye, like in the watch, keeping an eye on her, making sure she sleeps in the light, never alone, that kind of thing. I just need somebody to tell me that we're not just going to believe these two and say, well, trust them.
There's no way to hide any intentions behind her. So there's no way we can really deceive her.
there's
no way
also no way we could ever know what she's saying is true. So we either sit on our hands.
And take no precautions whatsoever.
Oh, no, we're taking every fucking precaution. I'm just...
Okay.
I was not arguing against that. No. I just don't have any solutions.
Okay. That I can deal with that.
For the time being, we just have to play along.
Probably come talk to us again, Nate. Somehow.
Look, I said convince us we can trust you, and she couldn't do it, so... If she wants to be mad about that...
She thinks that giving Phantom that spider form is helping us.
Yeah, no. Somehow that's just the most useful thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did see her climb walls.
I mean, yeah, okay, yes, that is kind of useful, but... End of the day...
People without quite a bit.
End of the day, there's no way to make her let go. And we are going to have a extended conversation with Morrigan once she's awake and up and about. But until then, we take precautions and we move on. Also, we advise Like, definitely. Like, I don't know. Just don't. Just don't.
No deal? Nay?
Oh, you never want to get involved in something like that. Come on. Like, that's just.
You also
Like,
have
The only
even-
way I've ever known is the horse way. This whole other way is just so, it's like way too much.
Not only that, look, you don't want to get into a relationship with someone you barely know and who's also possessed. That's just, like, rule number one. Get to know them, make sure they're not possessed.
Really? Because when in the horse way, it's actually way quicker, Nay.
Yeah, no, we're a little more complicated.
I'll say.
also
I mean, you must
And
know that you're
oh.
complicated too, otherwise you would have stayed where you were.
True.
also in that deal is pretty selfish for sides.
Wait, what?
Like, you're not. Nobody's considering as the fact that Phantom made a deal without knowing the details. Well, that's a her mistake.
You're acting
Like I
like
said,
I've
we're-
made the deal already.
No.
Hey, both the deal is very selfish. In
Like, on one hand, I can respect a woman who, goes after what she wants. On the other hand, I can't respect a woman who would just let someone sign a contract without knowing the details. That's just not okay.
Is that a common thing where you're from? Like,
Let's just say I've got some.
we don't really have contracts where I'm from.
Let's just say my mom gave me a bit of a primer on a few contracts, and leave it at that.
Got it. Before I sign contract, read it. Okay, and then she makes a note and writes it down in her notebook.
Question, Nay. If when I say no to her, what if she tries to offer again or offer something even better?
I mean,
Don't
tell
just
her no
keep
means
Well, then you just
no.
say no again, man. You gotta be firm if you're gonna say no.
No means no. If she's not going to accept that, then she's a bigger problem than we thought.
Okay, Nay.
I think I'm gonna go and watch over Phantom now.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Do you want her to sleepwalk again?
I thought we'd agree we would just, tie her up or chain her at night.
Yeah, that doesn't sound creepy.
By the way, this
the
is our
idea
cue.
was to tie her up when she's awake.
Above table, by the way, this is our cue because we have to go and have dinner with the family, so we gotta step
The
out.
idea was to tie her up when she was still awake, and then she would go to bed, and then we'd untie her when she wakes her up in the morning. Less.
But it was at night that she was walking around.
And she moves well, for her age. And
Yeah, I didn't
I
already.
feel like we can trust.
Bye.
I feel like with all that discussion, if she said that she's not going to be doing any more evening adventures, I think the least we can do is trust her not to do that, because
absolutely
if we
not.
tie her up, we just look like hypocrites.
I don't fucking care. Until she can actually offer us something that can prove that we can trust her, I don't fucking care.
Kind of hard to negotiate with her further, though.
Yeah, well, she has what she wants. It's not our problem if we have to tie what she wants up a at night.
To be honest, that doesn't seem to really interfere with her plans either.
No, it seemed like she was getting to that kind of thing, actually.
She just lowers her brow. Like, what does that mean?
I'll explain when you're older.
She's the same age as you, by the way.
Yeah, no, Sif just uses this for everyone.
Yeah, that's because Sif is aware of everything, so no one is too old for anything.
Yeah, she just like,
Believe me, no one's old enough for some of the stuff Sif knows. Sif
Not even
wasn't old
Grandpa.
enough to learn. Sif wasn't old enough for the stuff he learned.
Nathalie starts to say it like it means that she's having sex with... Oh, okay.
Okay, you know,
You're really breaking up there.
was that directed to me or Crystal?
You.
That was to you.
Oh, yeah, I'm on the ocean right now. I can't help that.
Take a good hard look at the motherfucking boat.
And boat.
Hello.
Boat, motherfucker.
I'm going fast, am looking fast.
Okay. It's going on too long now.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. This is me. I've dragged out the scene longer than it has to. Do you want to just end scene and move on?
What is the plan for the day?
We're gonna have the Yeti take us to where they
we were
said they were
being
gonna take us.
chime in all at once. Yeti. Yeah, we're being escorted by the Yeti, no?
Yep. Time to start
Looney?
getting a move on.
You roboted really hard.
Yeah,
you roboted very
you
hard.
roboted super hard. We didn't get a word of that, but yes, I mean Hatso's agreed to help you get across the Blizzard Plains. So if you want to leave, you're able to do that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's no reason to stick around.
Let's see.
Has the
Okay,
owl
then.
had their coffee yet?
Let's bundle Morgan up like a sack of potatoes and get moving.
Oh, sorry, that does remind me of something. It's been coming for a while, but I'm officially leveling you guys up to level 4.
Shut the front door. Don't fuck with a maiden's heart, Looney. That's not cool.
No, I'm serious.
So I do that now, or
Yeah,
Is this
right
because I
now.
begged?
okay?
Or is it because we were good boys and
No,
girls and
in the
didn't
middle of
upset our potato?
No, it's because I deemed that this last RP was enough to finally push you over the edge.
Wasn't the fight with the giant beetles?
Nah.
Oh boy. Level 4. One more step closer to almost being a real monk.
Yeah. This level, all you need is level 5, and then you get to be a real character.
Okay.
Looney, can we defer my level up until I have like a working computer?
Yeah.
Yep. And this is the part where the character sheet yells at me for not having the non-homebrew Sorcerer's Origin.
Oh yeah, and it's gonna do that. It's gonna do that every time, but you should get your base sorcerer stuff, and I already put the rest of your class on.
Yeah,
your
no, it's
sheet.
all in there. It's just
Yeah, it's gonna do that every single level.
yep.
Yeah, this is your
It's gonna get worse when I go into Warlock. Anyways, can't remember if I was
enjoy defeating
rolling or taking the average.
I don't know. You could make that choice every level. You don't have to pick. You just have to choose one of the two every level up. You don't have to
You
pick
have
the
if
same
you
one.
pick roll, you can't chicken out.
Yeah. It's a pick one, not a.
Yeah. You don't. If you roll and you get a 1, then you get 1.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take
that's the
the
whole thing
average
about rolling.
because I'm a
a
sorcerer.
wizard. I
I
take
need
the
my hit
average.
points.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of taking the average too. It's like, do I YOLO it on Wall Street bets or do I just buy the S&P? You buy the S&P.
Oh, that's unfortunate, Paul.
Oh wow.
It happens.
What happened to Paul?
He got a 5
more
for his.
sorcerers
He rolled
playing.
for HB and got 5.
I mean, 5 out of 12 is not the worst roll. Like, it's just slightly below average.
Yeah.
Zero.
It's not like rolling a 1 on a D12. Like,
Ooh.
rolling a 1 on a D12 feels worse.
A 2 for Grandpa.
Hey. He's a frail old man.
Yeah. Do people know what spells are going to be tweaking out? Because I think if you're a spellcaster, you get another second level slot. I only ask this because maybe somebody grabs Lesser Restoration at this point in the game.
I have
Somebody
that
already
already.
has that. Yeah, somebody already has that.
Oh, okay, I wasn't aware of that. Then don't mind me. I'm just
Okay.
just saying that that can be very useful in the right direction.
Oh, apparently I can just have any spell I want at the start of a day. Is that how it works?
Isn't it not a spell no limited
Certain classes have a
modifier?
different. Certain classes have a different. I mean, though in Tosh's, they're like, "Hey, optional wizard feature. Wizards can have that too," which is weird, and I'm still not used to it, and still questioning it. But anyway.
No, because I thought with the way Druid and Cleric is it, they can pick as many spells as they want, including prepared is like
Well, there's a limit to how
spellcasting
many
modifier.
spells you can have a day, but you can prepare.
You should be able to theoretically
any
access
spell you
your.
want as far as
Yeah,
it goes, right?
yeah. You theoretically should have access to like the spell list of the class, and then you prepare spells each day for it. There are those who kind of limit you to like with clerics, like you have to go to like a place of worship, like a church or whatever, or like convene with nature spirits with druids. I'm not gonna be too picky about it.
Oh, you're right. Druid doesn't say spells known; it just says cantrips known and spell slots. That's it.
Yeah, well, there should be a thing in their spellcasting about prepared spells,
which is like spellcasting modifier plus proficiency or something like that.
It's slightly different for each class, but I think it's not proficiency. I think it's like half your level, if I remember correctly, rounded down. Usually, is how it goes.
Druid spells equal to wisdom modifier plus level.
Oh, there you go. It's not even half.
So yeah, you can have. If you got like a +3 to wisdom and you're 20th level druid, that's 23 levels you can have prepared.
Okay. Let's see. See, I got a free mage hand from the feat, so.
Ooh. Mage hand, let's go.
I went with the telekinetic feat because that gives me the boost to my charisma and and the standard invisible.
Plus, if you go telekinetic, I'm pretty sure it gives you something you can do with your bonus action for free without like requiring resources.
Telekinetically shoving people, yes.
Yeah, as a bonus action on a spellcaster with no resources, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I fucked around with that before.
Telekinetic is definitely a feat for spellcasters.
So as an Eldritch Knight, I would be able to learn one additional spell. Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm doing that later.
Yeah, well, you don't have to do your level up right now. You can think about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I have a spreadsheet for which feat I'm taking. I just don't remember what it is. I'm pretty sure I'm taking Crusher, but I don't 100% know. I have it all Excel'd out.
Oh yeah, while you're also leveling up, that reminds me, seeing as everyone is here, Kate, you won the holiday contest.
Oh, okay.
That means she has
So-
to sing the
What did
song
she
now?
win?
No,
So what do I win?
as per my announcement, you have 1 point of DM inspiration that does not expire.
Okay.
Now here's the $1 million question. How are you going to remember that?
I don't have to remember it. She has to remember it.
No, that's the thing. That's the question to Crystal. How are you going to remember that? Because everybody
Yes.
forgets without inspiration.
With a sticky note on my screen.
That works.
Okay,
I remember I used to put only sticky notes on my
virtual
desktop.
app sticky note or a real life sticky note?
Oh, a real life sticky note. I'm old school that way.
Yeah, I used to do that. My old workplace, I would put sticky notes on my like physical sticky notes on my bottom of my computer. Oh, it was super awkward earlier because they literally put like the emergency alarm on, and I'm like, "Oh shit, what the hell is happening?" And it was just a drill.
Do I want to replace? Because it gives me the option to replace spells.
Yeah, when you hit 4th level, you can replace a cantrip as well if you want. If you find out there's a cantrip you're not using, or a cantrip you think you might use more,
But look, I am very cantrip heavy right now.
Look. That's just how it is. Oh, I can take Distant Whispers. That'd be funny.
oh, I love Dissonant Whispers.
I can change a full level spell, so
Dissonant Whispers is dope, especially if you use it on somebody that's engaged in melee. Because then if they fail to save, all your friends get to use their reaction to hit the dude.
I got
Yeah, I don't. I have memories of using Dissonant Whispers and literally like 3 people getting to bonus action hit a dude as they were running away. Like I'm like, oh, this is peak value here.
I am torn between taking Luck or Mage Slayer.
How many mages have you encountered, and how often have you wished for an additional luck point?
Oh, sorry, Barb, so much.
Spellcasters are actually quite abundant, and I'm usually up front.
yep.
I don't know. I usually go for like the consistent thing first, then the situational.
What is Bespawned?
Looney, are you allowing
Yeah.
Looney, are you allowing the lucky feat this game?
With the caveat that if a bunch of you try to take it, I'm going to make all of you change to a different feat.
I'm literally going to take it at 8th level, by the way. Or this level, I haven't decided.
Do we know what that cap is, Looney? Like, did you want to like announce that ahead of time?
Yeah, I'm thinking if more than 3 of you try to take it, I'm probably going to make all of you change it.
So I would say if you want luck now, take it, and then at level 8, see where things are at. Like the worst that he can do is tell you to change it at level 8.
I forget, is 18 an upgrade to... Or is it the same as 17 with the +2?
Say again, please, Emo? Like, what are you referring to?
Ability scores. It's 18 is still the +2, right?
No, isn't 18 plus 3?
18 is +4. 20 is +5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure 18 isn't...
18 plus
Yep.
4.
Yeah.
Yep. So
So I can go to 18.
if you round up, if you go to a round number, you get your thing goes up.
Yeah, okay. So I can go to 18 and grab that and then kick Lucky at 8.
I think I'm just gonna leave the.
It was no silvery barbs, right? Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Yes,
leave
that's
the-
correct. Absolutely no silvery barbs.
How about Gift of Alacrity?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
I'll take luck.
Good call.
How do you feel about Command on...
Okay, so now I have Shocking Grasp and Shatter.
I mean, you can take the command spell.
Command spell is what, a wisdom save?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
can make
It's-
you fail it, so...
Yeah, you can make anyone fail anything because you're a wizard with portent. I'm aware that it's powerful. I'm aware more than anyone else in this.
Yeah.
I would say command is great with creativity. If you're creative with your spell usage, command can be a really reliable way of making a very powerful dude be less powerful.
Well, Command has, like, very simplified things you can do. It's one word.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
but one
that
word
one
could be
word.
like jumping jacks.
Yeah, that's one word. That's a hyphenated word, but that's a singular word. That's a really
I'm gonna
weird.
use
It's a really funny example to just shout "jumping jacks" at some.
But yeah, just imagine them just.
Yeah, I'm just picturing like.
Especially if they're not a martial class.
I just picture someone sitting there being like, "What the fuck is a jumping jack?" and then their body doing it.
Oh.
But command is great because there's a lot of verbs in the English language. Like, depending upon the scenario, you can get mucho value from that, or at your most basic, you can make them waste their turn. Like, depending upon the scenario, like, you could say long jump in front of you when they're near a hazardous terrain and they jump into the hazard. Or, oh no, long jump near you doesn't work because that's not one word, but.
Yeah, but the command, I'm absolutely fine with the command spell. I wouldn't call it. Yeah, I wouldn't consider the command spell to be problematic.
No, it's a sucker save spell.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Distant Whispers I could do to.
I'm a huge fan of Dissonant Whispers because the value in Dissonant Whispers is proccing opportunity attacks for your allies when they're engaged in melee.
I don't know. Has anyone taken Heroism yet? It's also kind of...
Heroism is... It's hard to... It's not a terrible thing, but the fact that... I'm pretty sure Heroism is concentration.
It's the... it'd be like the one thing I'm concentrating on. I'm going to be real honest with you.
I don't know. I also view, like, offensive things more favorably than defensive one, but that's a player preference thing. Like, Heroism definitely has its place, especially early game, when that extra D4 of... Wait, Heroism is temp health and advantage, right? Sorry. What is Heroism again?
They're immune to being frightened. They get temp health equal to my spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns, and then when the spell ends, they lose all of the temporary hit points.
I mean, how much value are you going to get out of giving one person temporary health points for a cost of your spell slot?
Well, my spellcasting bonus? It'll be like a +4 each turn.
No, they only get it once. They don't get it each turn.
They get it each turn.
Yeah, that's heroism. Each turn.
Oh, really? It's each turn? Oh, so it's like you're generating bonus power. Okay,
Yeah,
that bumps it up to turn of... Okay, that makes it more valuable. I'm used to Heroism just being a flat, like, you get an additional bonus health, that's it. Bonus health per turn, though, that's actually not terrible, especially on, like, a frontline tank, like a Barbarian or something. Okay, that's actually pretty good.
Or someone who gets whack-a-moled a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody in that party that gets whack-a-moled a lot.
Take this to Whispers.
Hey, yo. I'm a man after my own heart.
I just went for more stuff that lets me do damage.
Oh, I get another cantrip? Okay.
Yeah, aren't lizards like the king of cantrips? Like, don't they get a bajillion?
No, they don't get excessively more than anyone else, but they get the ability to put cantrips in their spell book, so they have the option to know way more than other classes.
Thank you.
Crown of Madness! Oh no.
Crown of Madness can be fun, because I'm pretty sure it's AoE.
There's one humanoid.
Okay, yeah. A lot of the second level spells, like, it's good crowd control, but it's one target.
We haven't been finding a lot of humanoids.
Yeah. Oh, Crystal, where's Kevin?
Oh, he's probably at his new job. He's going to be missing the half of every session going forward, unfortunately.
Is it going to be with the same frequency as Kopaka, or is it going to be staggered?
That I don't know. I assume it's every week based on what he told me.
Crystal, you're muted. If you're responding to us, we cannot hear you.
No, I knew Looney had it. It's going to be an every other week thing.
Oh, it is every other week. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, so the fact that he's not here but Kopaka's here means that every week it's either we have Kopaka or we have Kevin. Okay.
Well, you still have me.
Well, don't forget Paul.
I'm at work.
Kopaka's on vacation right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't forget Paul's on vacation technically right now.
Oh, so is it going to be the same week or is it going to be alternating?
I don't think we know that yet.
Okay. We'll know in the new year.
Mm-hmm. That's what threw me off this. I had no idea, even thought that today was Sunday because Christmas has just got me so kerfuffled.
Yeah, well, you go pretty hard in it usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to run away from Christmas. We are actively running away from Christmas and failing because Christmas is everywhere, even on the cruise, even in the middle of this.
Of course it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say cruise people go hard on the holidays. My mom was on the cruise for Halloween, and it was apparently pretty nutso there. So,
okay, so here's the thing. I was talking to my friend Naomi, who is Jewish, and then she was telling me, enjoy your Jew cruise. I'm like, Jew cruise? Like, yeah, it's a cruise in the middle of Christmas. Who the hell do you think goes on those?
Lots of people who celebrate Christmas.
Apparently so.
Yeah, now some people like to go places for holidays rather than stay stationary.
Yeah, well, those people didn't watch Home Alone.
I remember Home Alone.
Or they did and took the exact wrong message.
That's how to get rid of my kids at Christmas.
I actually recently heard a theory that Santa was Jewish that Santa was Chinese because all of our toys say made in China and the Jewish people always have Chinese food at Christmas.
It's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, we all know, the more gifts you get from Christmas, the richer your parents are. Therefore, we know that Santa Claus hates poor people.
Hey, I gotta be. I have to keep myself in the mindset. I've got young nephews who very much believe in Santa. I gotta remember not to say anything bad.
Oh yeah, no, you gotta keep the Christmas spirit alive.
Let me put it this way: if I don't, if I don't, my sister will definitely kill me, and then
rightfully so.
Yes.
So for the D&D game, we need to make sure that Looney doesn't say anything stupid. Got it.
Yeah, in fact, I think they're at my house today, so I'm not even going to say anything loudly. I don't think they would hear it, but just to be safe. Just to be safe. I can't disparage the man.
Yeah. Low-key, I let on that I believed in Santa longer than I actually did because it was beneficial to me.
Makes sense.
It's such a me thing to do.
I had younger siblings.
Yeah, I also had younger siblings that needed to keep my mouth shut.
I'm going to take away their joy.
No, of course not. You don't do that. Actually, I'll tell you right now, when my mom was a little girl, she had a really crotchety, horrible teacher who hated Christmas and told all her students that Santa wasn't real. when my mom was like,
Oh.
when my mom was like, I think 6. So my mom, no, but this is
hate children.
But this is my grandmother was a brilliant lady. So my mom came home and told her what the teacher said, and my grandmother, without batting an eye, said, "Oh," and I can't remember the teacher's name right off the top of my head, but it was like poor Miss whatever, and she's like, she doesn't believe in Santa, so Santa never goes to her. Poor Mrs. And then my mom was filled with nothing but pity for her teacher, and spent the rest of the year going, "Poor Mrs." because she doesn't believe in Santa, and Santa doesn't come see her.
Oh my! Okay,
Yes.
your grandma was a quick as a lip there. That's
yes,
good.
Yes, indeed. Instantly recovered it. My mom still believed in Santa, and that was my instantly when my mom was a kid. If she heard someone say Santa wasn't real, all she did was feel pity for that person because it meant that Santa wasn't going to see them.
Anyways, I need to go get supper. I will catch all of you later.
Yeah. Is everyone done leveling up?
I'm still choosing
another.
I'm still choosing a spell. I'm trying to choose another spell.
Misspells I want.
That's fine. I don't. There's no need to rush you guys. We're having a nice chill.
I say.
I don't take me leveling up as a sign that things are going to get more difficult, but also I'm ramping things up now.
I take Tensor's floating disc.
Great spell.
I mean, it's great to like hover around. You can't like go anywhere. You can't like go up.
No, but it's useful. It has lots of uses if you're creative. I guess I am actually warning you. I am going to ramp stuff up now as the next stage of like mutated creatures and stuff starts to arrive.
Okay, so you're saying is I should take Brave Exhaustion.
You can take what you want.
You know, considering we're doing some work called
Spell tag. I hate spell tag. Why does it be spell tags? Just take Sinalock Snowball Swarm.
No, why not?
Snowball Swarm. Great spell.
I'm also taking
very fitting considering where we are.
Mischief, so that'll be fun. Which I don't know how many people have seen that one because it seems like it's new.
Yeah, I think we can go with this.
Also, I just want to toot my own horn a little bit, that I thought I was pretty smart with the fact that you guys just kind of, your characters kind of telepathically just understood Iron Enough, but I'm pretty sure Ida's about to take the telepathic feat, so you all are about to have a horseman telepathically freaking out in your brains, so Nathalie will no longer be the only one that understands them.
Sounds like it'll be trippy. Always going to be wondering who's talking.
There's level plus intelligence modifier.
I'm imagining it.
So I can have 8. I can have 8
That
spells.
was telekinetic.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oop, I didn't mean to click that. So I just get Misty Step and Distant whispers once per long rest. Okay.
Oh, I should message Joel and Ida that you guys leveled up. That would make sense.
Or I can use a spell slot too. Okay.
Ida immediately responds, "Yes, I can finally talk."
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm gonna miss her saying nay.
Talk, she says, in quotation marks.
Nay.
Because it's not actually talking.
See, this is where we find out that Ironhoof has a deep inner life that we've just not been privy to this entire time.
Yeah, I think there's a high chance you're going to get a lot of inner monologues from him projected into all your brains.
Nay.
Well, it will ease the burden on Natalie slightly.
Now I need is an ability score upgrade, and I can actually hit things. Real quiet.
I think everyone's just finishing their level up. I'm giving you guys time to do that.
Yeah.
And as always, I'm here in case you guys have any questions or issues.
I already know what this level was going to be, so it was quick.
Yeah, some of you are well, and also spellcasters take longer than marshals, and some of you were definitely ready and raring.
Well, because I was already role-playing out some ideas for her next, what her spells could be,
Yep.
I don't have to. Yeah, I could just.
Yep.
If you've been paying attention, you should know why she chose Shatter.
So she can break Clink.
No, that would be hilarious.
Well, somebody has to.
See, I've been seeing it as a logical progression of her magic because the way I see it, she is not like studying scrolls and learning a spell. She is recreating magical effects from first principles.
I mean, hey, that's sorcerer. Yep. That nerd shit, that's for them there, wizards.
Nerd. Real great when she can cast lightning.
But I think of everyone, Ida was probably the most excited to level up because she was going to get telepathic. But I think after that was probably Kate, from my reading of the group.
I had this beautiful hope for about 30 seconds that maybe I just won't die every fight. But then you said you were going to amp it up, and those hopes were just.
Well, the group is getting a huge power spike. I've got to adjust the difficulty to keep it around the same kind of stuff, so...
Huge power spike? I got 5 hit points.
I got 4.
Not get too crazy.
And I got an additional charisma point.
Aha!
I am slightly more fabulous.
Somehow.
Also, I can move things with my mind.
So, I don't know how Stiff got more fabulous, but there it is.
I mean, mechanically.
It's the jacket. It's got to be the jacket. And look at it this way, Kate. Every time Nathalie goes down, someone else isn't.
God damn it, Looney. I know you haven't heard that in a while. God damn it, Looney.
Oh no, I still hear that regularly. I just haven't made you say it in a while. There's something comforting about it, though, isn't it? Isn't there? Kind of just like rolls off the tongue. Still waiting on anyone to level up?
No, I already finished leveling up.
Well, I knew you had, Paul.
Okay.
Uh,
Kevin just headed out. I
right.
was just talking to him about the level up. And because I know we're talking about Lucky Feet and what's available. And he was looking at that special halfling feat, Bountiful Luck.
Yes, that's a different thing, because that affects the halfling lucky feature, so it's disconnected from that.
Okay, good. Then that's probably what he's going to take when he levels up.
Yeah, there's no problem with him taking Bountiful Luck, because it's specifically, it allows the re-rolling of nat ones that halflings do, it allows you to use, I think it's your reaction, to give that to someone else. And then
as long as they're within 30 feet of him.
Yeah, and then you lose the ability to do it yourself for like a minute or something.
On the till the next turn. So just like Tabaxi speed.
Yeah. That's it, yeah. So it's a short term, it lets you spread the re-rolling ones.
Yes. 30 feet's a pretty good radius too. I was very impressed.
Yeah. I mean, if I had leveled Shep up enough, I was gonna take that feat eventually. It's really good.
Yeah, good feat.
Yeah. Specifically for halflings. But yes, you can absolutely. That is completely disconnected because they couldn't think of a better name for it. So there are 2 lucky features in D&D.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that that wasn't going to be held against, just because it is a very different situation.
It is,
but it is still luck.
It is, but it isn't the lucky feat. It's the halfling lucky feature, and it's not quite the same. And it's only re-rolling nat ones. So, which I don't even think if he's had to use it yet. I don't think it's come up.
I don't think he.
Oddly enough, I don't think he's rolled. I don't think he's rolled any nat ones. That is weird.
Because he doesn't really get involved in the combat, so he's not rolling as often as the rest.
No, but it's all nat ones. As long as you roll all 20. Yeah, all his skill checks. I don't think he's ever rolled a nat 1 on any of his skill checks.
Isn't that a good thing?
It is. It's just kind of odd.
Well, actually, it's kind of on the eye of the beholder, so to speak, whether that's a good thing or not. Because if he gets a nat 1, then he can re-roll it. So if he's been getting 3s and 4s...
It's true, actually, as a halfling. Yeah, I can say this, having played a halfling a fair bit. It basically made 1s were, like, essentially better than, like, a 6 or below. It was like, yeah, I got a 1, now I get to re-roll that.
So they're like the only race that would prefer to actually roll a 1 over something below a 5.
Yeah, it's true. It's just kind of odd that he hasn't rolled a 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's come up.
Yeah. I think he's talking to all of them.
I mean, some of you have definitely rolled way more 1s than others.
My slow fall. I don't really get this quick healing and how it benefits me. Because it kind of just counters, like it's kind of just a shittier version of my healing already.
Right, you're talking about which part, Kate?
Quickened healing. As an action, you can spend 2 key points and roll a martial arts die. You regain a number of hit points equal to the number of rolled, plus your proficiency bonus. So it's my healing hand, but it costs twice as much, and it's only for me.
I just pull it up so I can read it. Well, it's your martial arts die plus your proficiency bonus, which is so that it scales over time, and it's also an additional thing. And I think it's just that's a general monk thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that all monks get that, whereas you have the healing hand. So you also technically have both.
Okay.
So instead of being your martial arts die and your wisdom, it's modifier. It's your martial arts die plus your proficiency. So that levels up guaranteed. Like your wisdom bonus might never go any higher than it is, but your proficiency will go all the way up to
I
6.
see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, your martial arts die will go up over time. I think if I remember, next level it goes up to a D6.
Yeah, level 5. When I turn into a real monk.
Hey, you're a real monk. You've always been a real monk. You just want to play with bigger monk toys.
I just want to last one round of combat without needing a key point to not die.
Well, that... I mean, that is also just the nature of monks a little bit. They are often quite frail.
Glass cannon.
Yeah, they can make many a punch, but can't take too many.
Just kind of why I built Cadence to just not take hits.
Well, you were also able to have, like, every ring of resistance.
Oh yeah, the DM definitely let us get away with way too much with that.
I mean, Campaign 1 was Campaign 1. It was a different kettle of fish. We did something crazy. Now we're doing something different.
I love that you didn't say bowl of fish. You said kettle of fish.
Yeah, that's the phrase, kettle of fish. I'm not crazy, right? That's actually the phrase.
I think you're a little bit crazy.
What? I swear, everyone in my entire life and my family's always called it kettle of fish. That's
I
the
always
thing.
thought that it was like that's a different that was like a different tank of fish, like a different can of worms. But kettle is just a fish fry now in my head, and that's hilarious.
Yeah,
because
kettle of fish is a British idiom. Okay, that's why. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a British idiom.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, I'm not completely crazy.
Them lousy Brits.
To clarify, I'm not British. No one in my immediate family is British unless you go back quite a few generations. Then we're British. But nonetheless, apparently we use British. You know what? I'm gonna say this was my grandfather. He used to, and I genuinely quote. He used to say, "There's a really, really uncommonly used phrase in Southern Ontario called sufficiently suffoncified."
ooh, that's a good Scrabble word.
Mean.
So it means that you're completely satisfied, or you're acceptably satisfied, sufficiently satisfied. And
You are satiated.
Yeah, and people argued whether that was a word, but my mom, in fact, about 10 years ago, got Merriam-Webster to sent in a letter talking about that word and its origin, and they added it to the dictionary and gave her credit for it, and
Wow.
which made my grandfather cry that she got it added into the dictionary. And because he said that his whole life, and like it's again, I think that actually originates as another old British thing. But he used to say that I swear, every time I ever saw him eat, he'd say he was sufficiently safonsified when he was finished. And yeah, so there you go. Really weird way to say that you're satisfied.
Let's. I think everybody's leveled up.
Yep, I think so. Everyone leveled up?
Yep.
Okay. Then we're gonna continue where we paused there for a minute. So if you guys are ready, you are free to head into the Blizzard Plains. Hatso will guide you.
Can I just say your hat is looking very nice?
Quick question, Looney.
Mhm.
The wolf that, I hear in my head now?
Well, you don't hear it in your head, you just saw it the one time.
Okay. Does it have a name?
He certainly didn't give you a name.
Okay.
So I'll remind you what he asked you why you deserved the
Yes.
power of the wolf spirit, and then told you he'd be watching you and he's expecting you to hold true to your word.
Yeah, and then came, his spirit went inside me, and then I got some physical changes.
Yeah, correct.
I was just wondering if in that process at some point...
You were not given a name for the wolf spirit. And you haven't heard his voice since.
Okay.
Just the physical changes with like the silver hair and stuff. So take that for what you will. You can refer to him for what you want, but you don't hear him or see him or anything, and he never gave you a name. He just told you he'd be watching.
Okie dokie.
Yep. Alright then. So, if you guys are ready to head out of Nordberg and there's nothing else you want to do there, Hatsa will happily help you cross the Blizzard Plains. This is the last chance. Is there anything you guys want to do there before you leave?
Sounds like a no.
Yep.
Yep, I think we're heading out.
Yeah, we're good.
Alright. Okay. So, Hatso will basically walk alongside Luke, and he's going to tell you that where you're going, the blizzard gets a lot worse. So you guys are going to need to ride in your wagon or you'll die.
Alright, we can do that.
And he'll tell you to keep your thing, he refers to Luke with this, calm and to get it to follow him.
And everyone looks at Nathalie.
I mean, yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Follow him.
Luke asks if he's food with you get the vibe that he kind of understands he's probably not, but, Luke is Luke and he thinks with his stomach first.
Oh yeah, he's not food.
Yeah. Luke doesn't seem overly disappointed, like he kind of expected that answer. And Hatsu will tell you that, like you said, you're going to have to stay inside there. It's going to take several days. And that if he tells you to keep quiet, because there's dangerous stuff.
Is Luke okay to pull the cart? I mean, being half ice horse.
Yeah, so you can see as you guys are starting to head out, Luke is getting more accustomed to this environment. So you can see that the snow that might be difficult to walk through is melting because of his heated half, and he doesn't seem overly bothered by the cold.
Okay.
If anything, you can see that snow that's kind of getting around him is just kind of melting before it even touches him, with a small hiss of steam.
Okay.
So yeah, Luke doesn't seem bothered by it at all.
By the way, I'm sorry if you end up hearing oinking in the background. Kane is currently chewing on his pig.
Is it like a green pig?
It's a purple pig, but it's a rubber one, and when you chew on it, it goes honk, honk.
Yeah, I have that exact pig, but green at my house, because okay, I just get a small tangent, but you guys will think it's funny. My mom was at I swear it was like a Home Depot or something with my nephews and my sister, and they were selling that at the checkout, and my nephew Tristan saw it and was like, "Look, it's a pig toy," and my sister's like, "No, that's a dog toy." He said, "It's a pig. That's a pig toy," and then my mom bought it, and my sister said, "Hey, that gets to stay at your house."
Yeah, that sounds right.
So my nephews have a honking green rubber chewy dog toy that's a pig in my house.
I got it because it was hilarious at the dollar store in the dog section. And then I thought, because it honks and oinks instead of squeaks, it doesn't go through the floor of the apartment so badly. So when it's midnight and we're up,
I bet you it's the same. I'd be willing to put money it's the same fucking pig, just in a different color.
You're okay, buddy. He knows I'm talking about him.
Yeah, he's like, "What? Were you talking about me?"
Uh-huh. He got in a bit of a kerfuffle yesterday, so he's getting spoiled today. We have a king shepherd in the neighborhood that's very mean. And the lady had him off leash at the dog park, and the moment he saw Kane, he went through the gate and came right at him.
Oh no.
Yeah. Poor Kane tried to hide behind me, and I had to grab her shepherd because she didn't know what to do. Sure grabbed him, though. One good thing about working with aluminum for 2 years is you get some good upper body strength.
Oh, yeah. That would make sense.
So it's been treats and cuddles and everything today.
Alright, well, you guys head out. So I'm just going to read what I wrote here for this, because I wrote something down for this. There it is. Okay. So as you continue into the plains, what was already an intense blizzard somehow becomes even more so. The temperature drops like a stone, to the point where it is well below freezing, even with all of you cramped inside of the wagon. The snow blinds and deafens anything without cover. Luke is barely visible from inside the wagon. That's how snow, even with his body glowing red with the heat and steam and of the snow that constantly melts around him with the little hisses. If not for Luke and this wagon, it would almost certainly be impossible for you to fight through the storm at all. And you guys can also see just the tiniest hint of Hatso as he's only because Luke is clearing just enough of the snow to make him visible. But behind you, out the back of the wagon, you can't see anything. It's just white.
I still think Hatso has a very nice hat.
Well, he does. So, as you continue to walk through, or not walk, be pulled through these planes, what do you guys do while you're stuck inside the wagon? It's pretty cramped in there.
Anybody got a deck of cards?
Nathalie holds up the Uno deck that she stole from the hotel the first time they were in Dectopia.
You sure made a point of saying you were taking it, so yes, you have an Uno deck.
Alright, well, it's something.
What's that you got there? All those like fancy looking rectangles.
Playing Uno.
What are those fancy looking rectangles?
Something better presents itself.
Okay, then.
Definitely playing Uno.
And Grandpa will do many illegal moves.
No, Grandpa, no, that's not how the reverse card works.
What do you mean it's not how it works? It's played upside down, right?
I just picture him having like 100 cards in his hand and being like, I win, right? Because I have the most cards.
Pretty much.
So I'm going to say you guys are basically sitting back there for several hours before Hatso he comes closer to the wagon, starts chucking snow on Luke, and he says, "Shh."
Pause the game, everybody.
No!
God damn it.
So, and,
one, that wasn't Uno, and two, shh.
Yeah. So, Luke is smart enough to read the room, so, his body, you can notice, visibly stops melting the snow. And he kind of, like, everything disappears, and Hatso climbs into the wagon, and he's kind of just whispering quietly. He says, like, or not even whispering, he's got his finger basically in front of his lips, and he's like, and he's just like that for about half an hour before he says, all right, we can relax now.
There better be something fucking out there and he's not just fucking with us.
I'm going to say that you can actually tell that he was genuinely pretty worried.
Okay.
So this isn't just a case of him messing with you. And he's going to say, oh, that was lucky.
We keep moving.
Yeah, and he'll say, just so you know, there are very large creatures that wander these frozen plains. And I'll say, despite when Luke heats up again, you can see, despite the heavy snow, you feel it as you walk through, basically, like, or as the wagon's pulled through a massive footprint. Large enough that Vivrina is nothing to these.
There's something real big out here.
Yeah. But the next couple days are pretty much the same. Every once in a while, Hatso will specifically like throw snow on Luke, climb in the wagon, like have everyone hush for like half an hour, and then you continue, and usually it results in Luke pulling the wagon through another one of those huge footprints.
I'm gonna ask him what the tell is that he knows when something's coming and when it's all clear.
He tells you that he can tell based on the snowfall. They're so large they affect it, even though it's not by much because of how much snowfall there is.
So you're saying that these creatures? Going to go with creatures?
He says titans.
Oh. So these primordials are so big that they themselves block out the weather, or that they are magically tuned to the environment?
He says it's more like they don't block it out, but they get in the way of it.
They're so
Slightly.
big that they form a windbreak.
A little bit, yeah. Even in this heavy storm.
Are they causing the storm, or they like it here because of it?
He says they don't cause it as far as he knows. Though that you do make him question whether that's actually the case. They've never thought about it.
Has there ever been a positive interaction with?
He says, from their experience, they're pretty violent and they tend to eat whatever they encounter.
Okay. So don't worry about trying to talk it down, you're saying.
Yeah. He doesn't even know if they can speak.
Interesting.
Yeah. He tells you that they
It's yours.
they tend to just kind of avoid them. If his people have learned that if you don't, because they're so large, if you don't move, they tend not to notice you. You know, use the snow to hide yourselves and all that. And yeah, and he says you're coming to a part where you'll be able to rest slightly more easily before you, like, for the second half of your journey, and about another hour later, you'll find an area that's, I'm not going to say there's slightly less snow, but there's a teeny tiny bit less snow. It's kind of sheltered amongst, like, it's like a crevice filled with sharp, jagged rocks along the sides. And you can see one of these things is dead. There's the skeleton from it. And to put in perspective, you guys can easily climb through its eyes.
Like the wagon and everything?
Yeah.
So this is just a skeleton at this point? This thing has been dead a while?
A long time. Hatsa tells you that that thing's been dead for generations.
Well, we can take shelter in the skull.
Yeah, and you can actually see there's a small, inside the thing, what was clearly a helmet for it. There's a small campsite set up in it. And this thing has a really huge tree growing out of its head.
A tree?
Yeah.
What kind of tree?
This actually looks like an oak tree somehow, despite this snow. It's seemingly...
Really?
Yeah.
Guess where I'm going.
I can only imagine. The other thing you'll notice is that there is a sword that is several times taller than Vivrina, just kind of like stuck into the ground.
So you're saying that there is a sword that is about 150 feet long?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This place has always been a bit of a mystery to Hatsa's people, but they're way too afraid to investigate what the hell caused one of these things to die. So they kind of just make use of the fact that it's slightly less snowy here, and that those things don't seem to come here.
Well,
I think it's time we go examine the tree.
yeah, I'm gonna go talk to a tree. If anybody else wants to do something, more interesting.
What could be more interesting than that? Trees are the most interesting thing there is.
Guess I'll test out the acoustics in here.
Nathalie looks at them.
I've got the guitar and I'm about to strum.
Yeah, Hatso's gonna be like, don't even do that. Like, don't think about that for a second. Unless you want us all to die.
Fine.
Is a fire okay? Will a fire bring too much attention?
He says if you do it inside the... You can see where there's a small fire pit inside the huge helmet. He says it should be okay in there. Just keep it small.
Well, then how about for the first time since we left village, have a hot meal? I mean, I'd like a hot meal.
Yeah, no, food. Food all around.
Good berries!
No.
Alright, well, it sounds like Nathan... Yeah, you're gonna go talk to the tree, right?
Yes,
I'm gonna go talk to a
put
tree.
my hand on the tree. What do I feel?
I mean, it's definitely alive, somehow. Despite the weather. And the environment not being suited for an oak tree. And not only is it alive, it still has its leaves.
Nathalie is going to walk up to the tree. She's going to take a deep breath and shake her hands, listen up. And she's going to very, very gently touch its bark. Say, "Hello, tree."
You basically get, like, silence for a minute before you get the equivalent of a yawn.
Oh, good morning.
Hey, it's waking up.
Yeah, for lack of a better way of phrasing it, this tree sounds like an incredibly old man. Like, incredibly old.
Hey, we have something in common.
Are you up for a conversation, Elder?
And the tree will say, "Oh, a visitor. I haven't had one of those in I don't know how long."
I have a feeling right now, pleasure is mine. You are wonderful.
You look very strong, too.
And he says, "You're very polite for young whatever you are."
It doesn't cost anything to be kind.
And he says, "You were well raised."
Wasn't she?
Your
How
parents
do you
deserve
grow?
praise.
You know what? One day I wish that they could hear you say that. My father, anyway. How do you grow so wonderfully in such cold environment?
And he'll say, "I've always grown here. I don't know any other way."
Does it
Is
hurt?
there... No. This is all I know.
Are you special?
He says, I don't think so.
Do you have a reason for being?
He says, do any of us have a reason for being here?
Absolutely. Lots of us have reasons. They've spent their whole reason finding purpose.
And he says, well, I choose not to dwell on these things too much. I did when I was a younger tree. A little sprout. But I'm old now. To be honest, I tend to drift off a lot.
Yeah, it's not easy keeping your self-conscious all the time.
Was it like this when you were a little sprout, or has your world changed?
He says, no, it's always been like this.
I am going to get Duhas so that she can maybe take a closer look at this, the magic or forces that are happening here.
So, yeah, you pulled so Dohas is wearing a little snowsuit.
Aww.
You know, like the younger brother in Christmas Story. That
I can't put my arms down.
Basically, that's the equivalent of what she seems to be wearing with her little, spirit or whatever. That's what she's dressed as.
Aww.
But she looks at the tree and the little spirit or whatever just kind of goes over and gives him a little kiss, and she tries to do charades to you and charades is more advanced than what she's capable of, but you get the vibe that she's like, he's really old.
Is he magic?
Yeah, you get a head nod.
Sure looks magical.
Are you lonely?
He'll say, I was once when I was younger. But I'm beyond that now.
Hey, man.
Mine has been a solitary life.
Look, man. No matter how old you get, you can always find comfort if someone happens to wander in and be your friend.
Nathalie smiles at that.
Yeah, and he'll specifically say, I enjoy the occasional time that the furry ones come and rest in over there.
I am trying to spread nature anywhere I can. Would you mind if I scattered some seeds around your roots? Would you protect them and help them grow?
He says, I can try, but I don't know if they can survive here. Are they from a place like this?
The whole point is that they're not.
And he says, well, we can try.
Thank you for being willing to try.
He says, it'll be nice to have a little company.
I am going to pick some seeds. I'll go through my collection and let you know what I try. I'm going to try something hardy, some roots preferably. and some annuals, like things that just keep coming back every year.
All right, that makes sense. So the moment you scatter the seeds, you notice them take root, sprout, and grow to basically, like semi-fully grown almost instantly.
Wow.
That's even
All
more
of the-
wonderful than I could have hoped.
Yeah, and all of them taking root in the skull as the tree has.
Ooh. What's your name, great oak tree?
He says, "I have no name."
What would
Hey, you should
like
give him
to
one
be?
like you did to me.
Is there something you'd like to be called?
He says, "I quite liked when you called me elder."
All right. Elder Oak it is.
Very fitting. Do look after these young sprouts, won't you? I think they'll need the help.
He says, "I've done nothing. They seem just fine on their own." And as you're watching, you can see the plants continuing to grow. Years of growth in moments in front of your eyes.
Do you mind if I take a leaf? Or even better, if it's an oak tree, so if he has some acorns?
He says, "Oh, I have plenty. I have no need for them. Take all you want."
Truly is Christmas time.
Well, I will let you go back to your rest. Thank you for taking care of this garden. And I hope to talk to you soon and to spread your wonderfulness by using me, just like I did with those.
And he'll say, "Thank you for taking the time to talk to an old tree like himself."
It was my pleasure.
He
It's our
says,
pleasure.
"No, it really was mine." And then you'll hear like the equivalent of another yawn, and the tree will almost shake. And then you kind of
Alright.
get snoring.
He needs his rest. Been a long time.
Well, let's go see if the food's burnt.
I will give Deidre the benefit of the doubt that she didn't burn the food.
Give her some, we'll use some, tomato paste and some roasted red peppers and some, canned mushrooms and some pasta. And just make a real nice sauce. Something hearty. Whatever meat we have, throw some meat in there. Something that sticks to you on the inside to keep you warm.
Makes sense. You can see that Hatso has the equivalent of like a lunchbox with beetle meat in it that he brought himself.
Sounds about right.
I will offer him a plate.
He'll pass, but politely thank you. And he'll reiterate with, "I know you're trying to this thing where we're gonna become friends. I don't think it's gonna happen."
Just because you don't think that we're going to be friends is not going to stop me from being friendly.
And he'll say, "You are certainly a determined sort."
Oh yes, I am very stubborn. Salt of the earth.
Yep,
And he'll
she's
say,
so
yeah.
earnest sometimes. Sorry.
Yeah, he'll say, yes, I've noticed.
Yep.
And
So
as he
earnest.
says that, he does have like a small smile on his face.
Isn't she great?
Yep. So earnest, you just wanna.
Hug her.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the gesture she was making. She definitely wasn't making a put your hand around your neck gesture.
See, that's how you hug someone. You just get your hands around them.
Funny, because she's probably the only one who could reach Nathalie's neck.
Of course, then there's the fact that she can like hit really hard, which is about the only reason why we haven't.
I am good at that. Besides, it may be frustrating or annoying that I'm an honest person, but it's like the only way I have to keep myself out of trouble, and the only reason that that ever makes sense is jealousy from the other person that they can't do that. That's what Dad used to tell me. So, either way, it doesn't really affect me.
I like to imagine, like, Natalie's sitting there picturing her dad being like, yeah.
People are mad at you for being honest. They suck.
Mm-hmm.
What, no quip for that? Nathalie looks rather shocked.
No. You're probably right. I'm just sorry. Still imagining putting my hands right there, wringing that neck.
I don't think that's a very healthy thing to imagine, horny girl.
Look, we all got our dark sides. Mine's just a little more overt.
Dark.
I was gonna say public.
Huh?
Look, I'm just more in tune with my inner devil.
What about your outer devil? They look really devilish.
You know, I'm just gonna say thank you and leave it at that.
Just Nathalie looks down and kind of just shakes her head like she doesn't understand. All the time that you talk about you and where you come from and the way you were raised and what made you you, you always talk badly about it. Like you don't like that about yourself.
No, it's just look, it's complicated with my mom's.
Uh-huh. You think any of us are here because we have healthy family relationships?
I mean, yeah, no, that's pretty common. One's drunk, the other's. Let's just say she's too. How would I put this? Permissive?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, very infantilizing.
Some
It's
big
just-
fancy words.
On one side, you always talk down about your family and where you come from, and on the other side, you say, just accept it because this is who I am. Doesn't really sound like it's a good.
I'm a complicated person.
It's like you don't like yourself.
Bet you
Doesn't sound
love
too
me.
complicated.
No, I'm great. I just had to deal with some things, is all.
Uh-huh. Or maybe more about the things that are great about you and that you like and that are good about where you come from, and maybe you'll be happy. It's sure hard to see the good when all you feel is the rain.
Look, I appreciate what you're trying to do. I'm not unhappy because where I came from. I'm unhappy because of all of... She just sort of gestures vaguely around her.
Huh. That's
What
not what
exactly
you
is she
complain about.
just gesturing at, though?
Yeah, it's because if I complain about what I'm actually upset about,
Huh. Then
you'll murder me in my
we'll
sleep.
know. Hmm.
You're all idiots. And I kind of hate all of you.
Well, that's not a very nice thing to say.
Exactly,
really
that's
not.
why I don't say it. Until now. Have fun with that.
Nathalie's gonna narrow her eyes. And then she's just gonna walk away.
Above the table. Yeah, that was absolutely her deflecting.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
No! The gasp.
So, break time?
Yep.
Yep.
We're already after, actually, aren't we? Yeah. So we'll come back in, like, let's say 7:10.